When I was a kid, I used to buy WWF action figures that had a special feature called Bone Crunching Action. After reading today's show notes, that doesn't sound very fun anymore. This week, we tell the story of the horrific 43-hour torture of Thad Phillips by a man who became known as the Bone Breaker. We'll discuss the backstory, other potential murders, Thad's incredible and heroic escape, and the eventual trial and conviction of Joe Clark. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, tonight's scumbag. What do they all have in common? Stick around. They're all from the land of cheese curds and brats. Oh, and don't forget about that fuckboy Stephen Avery. This is Necronomipod.
Before we get going today, I just want to set the record straight. Before there was...
Gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing, you get me?
there was...
Russia, number one! Iran, number one! USA,
Look, in my small-minded, naive, I like watching cars go left. I like watching guys raise cups that they can drink out of, different kind of Stanley than everyone else uses, and other people rolling around in underwear trying to pin each other. In my small-minded brain, I thought it was understood and well known that the Haktua girl stole that from the Iron Sheik, and everyone knew that was fucking the Iron Sheik's thing, because what you just heard was the Iron Sheik saying that way back in the 80s, and he did it nightly. Nightly. I was told today by sources close to the situation that maybe not everyone thinks the same way I do, and that people think that this girl made it up on her own. And maybe she did, but before there was...
Gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing, you get me?
I just want everyone to know there was also...
Russia, number one! Iran, number one! USA,
Look, one's a hate spit, one's a love spit. I'll let you decipher which is which.
Very different things.
Wrestling needs more of that again. You need to bring some of that back. That,
He was the best.
Getting the Americans fired up, getting people all angry.
Well, you gotta be real careful now, man.
Ivan Koloff, the Russian bear.
Like in the 40s, 50s, 60s, if you were Japanese, you're a fucking heel. No one fucking loves you. We hate you. You're a heel. And then it was the Soviets and the Germans. Like, you fuck that. You can't.
It's not like wrestling fans are gullible. I don't really know how they got all that over on them.
I think in a few months, when WWE moves to Netflix, you're going to see a little more of some Haktua. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So aggressive.
Maybe not, pitting countrymen against countrymen, so to speak. But I think you're going to see them turn up because they're not going to have to worry about censorship when they're on Netflix. Nowadays, you try to watch SmackDown on Fox, every other fucking word it's either silenced or they go black on the screen.
Yeah.
I hope this girl gets paid. I saw she was at some country concert, like she was on stage.
She was singing with Zach Bryan the other day.
So good for her. And I don't actually think she stole it from him.
She met Shaq the other day.
She did. I couldn't tell if those were doctored photos or if that was legit.
I don't think so.
Okay. Good for her. But
hope she filed the trademark application.
Yeah. It was Sheiky Babies before it was hers. It makes me a little sad that now that he's going to be a forgotten part of history, because that was one of my favorite Chic things, is the old dramatic spit on the American flag. And now it's going to be forever associated with some, drunk chick in Nashville, Tennessee. When he said it, he meant it. He hated us. And I fucking loved him for it. He wanted to spit right in my face. He wanted to fuck me up the ass and make me humble. And he would have.
If he would have let him, he would have.
He would have. God damn it, they don't make wrestlers like that anymore.
They do not. One of a kind.
So anyways, that's my thoughts on it. I just had to get that off my chest. I was, in my simple mind, I thought she was paying homage to the Iron Sheik.
Really? You really thought that?
I just thought
You thought this
Hakutua.
20-year-old girl knew who the Iron Sheik
I was just gonna
was?
say, how old is this fucking girl?
I have no idea,
I
but I'm
thought
guessing.
Hakutua was relevant enough that you knew it was the Iron Sheik. Yes, I 100% did.
You
I
insular
100%.
man. You live in some sort of weird vacuum over there.
She used the exact same wording for spit. I'm not sure that's just by chance. I think maybe she didn't realize that she had heard an Iron Sheik promo back in the day and it was just stuck in her mind.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Maybe her dad watches old wrestling a lot.
Maybe so. Or her grandpa.
Yeah, maybe he's
She's
watching
young
Iron
enough
Sheik,
now.
man.
She's young enough. It's her grandpa. Who did it better? I think he wore it better.
Of course he did. Come on.
Yeah.
It's the Iron Sheik.
But you can hear everybody in the crowd all fired up.
Oh, they wanted to kill him, but you couldn't because he'd fucking beat you down and then fuck you in the ass and make you humble. He'll tell you all about that.
He will tell you all about that in the later days when he was on Howard Stern.
That's all he wanted to talk about.
Those fucking inbred hillbillies in the front row. Fuck Iran! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck the Sheik! Fuck Iran!
And this is when I think he was also partners because he was saying Russia #1, right? He was partners with Nikolai Volkov.
Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah. Man, what a connection that was. That they don't get heat like that anymore.
Remember when fucking Sergeant Slaughter became an Iraqi
Yes.
sympathizer?
Yes, I do. I was so fucking hot. It's like, you son of a bitch. I was 6. You son of a bitch. Fuck you, Slaughter. Fuck you. They did up until, I want to say it was 04, 05. They had a wrestler, Muhammad Hassan, who was playing up on terroristic type gimmicks, and they did an angle that they recorded for Smack. So back in the day, they used to record SmackDown on Tuesdays, and they would air on Fridays. And this was on like whatever the UPN network was. So it was nationally, like it wasn't cable even.
Is that still around? UPN?
I think it became something. It's called something else. Whatever our channel 43 is now.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But then, so on that Tuesday, they recorded an angle where he was feuding with The Undertaker, and the lights went out, and they had a bunch of black men in black outfits with ski masks on come out and attack The Undertaker. That was on a Tuesday. Before the Friday airing of it was the London bombings with the Islamic fundamentalists, and I believe there might have been ski masks involved, something. WWE did not edit anything. They had said they did not have time, like it was already sent, and it aired, and that was the end of the Muhammad. Like the TV was like, no, you're not putting this fucking guy on TV again. Like he's got to go. Like, sorry.
That's so silly.
His name is like Mark something. He's like a principal of a school now, like from Detroit, Michigan, like a real cool, chill guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, they gave me this gimmick, wrong place, wrong time. I was just trying to do, like, he seems like a most chill dude,
Right.
but like right at the London bombings, like it's just not a good time. It was like the train, wasn't, or like the
subway,
the subway,
the underground,
the
yeah.
underground,
The tube,
the
if
tube,
you will.
yeah, all that. Mind the gap,
Mind
the
the
bomb,
gap.
mind the bombs. So just terrible timing. But and that was what, only 20 years ago that they were still kind of doing this shit.
Well, that was post 9/11. People are all
They're
be
getting
all
the heat.
about
They're
that.
getting that heat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some people at those house shows, and like not even the live ones. The house ones probably getting super fired up.
Yeah. Well, he had a ton of heat.
You ain't passing Sharia law in my town, motherfucker! Kill that motherfucker!
So So I just mean to say, like, the Iron Sheik, that was, Ian and I, we were kids, if not born yet. But this happened well into our age that wrestling plays on that.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to get people fired up.
You know, it's an easy way to get me fired up. Have some 20-year-old blonde chick steal the Iron Sheik's gimmick. I huck Tua on her. Thank you, Sheik. Appreciate it. All right. Well, good for her. Hope she does okay. This was one of the most grotesque outlines I've ever read.
Boy,
Yeah,
it's something, right?
I cringed the whole time, especially watching. We'll talk about it later, but there's an episode of I Survived, that old A&E show.
I watched that too.
Man, just listening to him describe what happened to him.
What was worse than the description is that A&E put 3 different segments in there, but they didn't do 1 segment, 2 segment, 3 segment. They did 15% of segment 1, 2, 3, then 15% of segment 1, 2, 3. So I had to keep going through it just to watch the one we're talking about.
Can you imagine if we did it as a podcast? We're like, tonight we'll be covering the Bonebreaker Joe Clark. We'll be covering a UFO abduction in Detroit. And we'll be covering Unit 731. Stick with us. We'll get you to the end of all 3 of them.
Fucking annoying.
Yeah, I listened to the first woman talking on there. She was kidnapped and sexually assaulted, and I'm just gonna go ahead and skip through and just listen to Thad's parts.
Yeah.
You have to cover enough of that for your actual work.
Yeah, I don't
Take
want
the night off from that.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip out on this one.
Alexa, skip to the bone breaking part, please.
On July 4th, 1994, Chris Steiner was 14 years old and living in Baraboo, Wisconsin, with his mom, Kathy, father, George, and his siblings. They were a very middle-class, nuclear family getting ready for the holiday weekend. That evening, George went around and checked on his kids to make sure that they were all sleeping. He saw that Chris was asleep in his bed at 10 p.m. The following morning, Kathy got up around 5:30 a.m. and did her morning routine. At 6:15 a.m., Kathy went downstairs to wake Chris up for his job at McDonald's that he had recently started and found that he wasn't in bed. She panicked and got George up, to which they started looking around the house and all the kids' rooms.
That's 30 years ago this week.
Yeah.
Certainly is.
Time flies. Hard to believe.
I was actually alive for this one, Dave. How about that?
Yeah, what was I, 7? Something like that.
What was I, 7?
That makes sense because I would have been 8.
It was 8.
It was good time. So Bret Hart was the world champ. So that was
The best of times.
We're going to keep with the wrestling theme throughout this. Bret Hart was the world champ. Friend of the show.
Big friend of the show.
Yeah,
He
loves
endorsed us, more or less. Said that we were the best that ever was.
Hey, endorsements come with a payment. He was paid. He endorsed us. That's right. That's all there is to it.
George and Kathy said that Chris's room was messier than when he went to bed. Like a possible struggle happened, but nothing was clearly broke and nothing was missing from his room. So it's not clear that something like that had happened. There were muddy shoe prints on the ground that didn't match Chris's shoes, and his shoes were still in his room, and they were not muddy. They found the screen to one of their other son's bedroom window was cut open, and their back door was unlocked, which that was something that they did not do. Police initially treated Chris's disappearance as a runaway. They said that he probably snuck out for a 4th of July party with his friends. George and Kathy were like, absolutely not. Also, his shoes, which were his only pair, were still there. The screen was cut open. Something clearly happened, but for the time being, that's where the investigation was going, was that Chris was either a runaway or he snuck out for a party. If you're going to run away, you're going to take your shoes. That's very silly.
If you have one pair, sure.
You're also probably going to leave throughout like a door and not cut a screen. Because what's the fucking point of that?
Yeah. If you're going to sneak out to a party, it's not the brightest thing to do is to cut a screen because eventually someone will notice that.
Yeah, and you got to come back later.
Yeah.
It's the typical response, though, right? They probably ran away. Let's give it a couple days.
Small town cops, give it a couple days, kids being kids, July 4th, probably party.
Chris's family, friends, and others in the community started searching for Chris. They put out flyers, all the typical search stuff, but there was no sign of Chris. 6 days later, his body was found in the Pine Island Wildlife Refuge of the Wisconsin River. His body was found draped over a partially submerged tree on a river sandbar. At this point, the police realized that there was some form of foul play involved, but they had no leads. Neighbors in the area said that they heard some dogs barking at a late hour of the night, which was odd, but that alone wasn't going to figure out what happened to Chris. And there just wasn't any evidence aside from
Nothing.
the cut screen and the muddy shoe prints.
I get the sense we may find out later.
We may. On July 29th, 1995, just over a year after Chris Steiner's death, another boy in Baraboo disappeared under the same circumstances. The Phillips family had just moved to Baraboo about 3 weeks earlier, and their son Thaddeus had adjusted pretty well. He already made acquaintances with some kids in school, things like that. At around 11:45 p.m. on July 29th, 1995, Thad fell asleep on the couch in his family's living room, which was a normal thing that he would do. Sometimes his dad would pick him up and carry him to bed, and other times he would just let him sleep on the couch. On this night, Thad's dad saw his son sleeping on the couch and decided not to carry him to bed.
It was a Saturday night. Any special WWE pay-per-views, Nerd Boy, were going on that night?
No. July 29th, 1995. No, not on a Saturday night. Okay. They would have been Sunday back then. The Sunday 1995 July pay-per-view was, I believe, Sid versus Diesel,
Okay,
but I don't remember what event it was. It would have been in your house.
fair enough. Wouldn't have been in my house.
I think someone's house. Sid versus Diesel? No, the name of the event in your house. I believe. That was when Shawn Michaels beat Jeff Jarrett for the Intercontinental title.
Oh, okay.
No. I think Shawn had the cool white trunks on that night.
Oh yeah, that was
I think.
awesome.
I think.
My wiener was so hard.
You
because
asked,
of those
pal.
trunks.
You asked, pal.
Oh, look at those
I'm
white
giving you a
trunks.
goddamn answer.
White
You asked.
trunks.
I'm wearing my white Shawn Michaels shorts tonight. These are from WrestleMania 12, though, so not the same. Wore them once, won the world title, never wore them again. Perfect.
So like we said, Thad's dad would pick him up and take him to bed sometimes. It seems like the most common way it's reported is that he was 13 years old, but we saw 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, it's weird. A lot
Right.
of different reports. 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old.
We're in that age range of Chris, though.
Yeah.
Nice of Dad to carry him to bed, though. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. My son's 13. I'm not picking him up. He's too heavy. I'm not doing that.
Oh, I hurt my back. Oh, sleep on the couch.
You trying to say wrestling fans are weak ass bitches, Dave? Is that what you're saying? No, that's fine. Let's go ahead and just publicly say it. That's fine. That's cool. I can't wait for Roman Reigns to meet you one day. You'll acknowledge him. I love it. You had to put that on the soundboard forever. Anytime someone gets a conviction or a sentence you don't like, just play that. The hot tour. That's a good one.
So sometime in the middle of the night, I saw both 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. Thad was woken up by someone picking him up. He wasn't fully awake, like he was pretty much still sleeping, and he thought that it was his dad carrying him to bed. Thad didn't fully wake up until he was outside his house and was put down onto the ground. So Thad's sitting there on the ground, and he doesn't recognize the person standing in front of him, but he wasn't immediately scared. The person looked similar in age to him. The stranger introduced himself and was friendly. He was 17-year-old Joe Clark. Joe told Thad that he needed help with his car, that it was about 1.5 miles up the road. Thad was still groggy, that he agreed and started walking with Joe.
I mean, I don't want to get into victim blaming type stuff here, but isn't this very strange?
This is so fucking weird.
Aren't you startled awake and you're like, what has happened? What the fuck? I don't know. I'm really having a hard time wrapping my head around. I'm 13 and I wake up outside my house because some guy I don't know was carrying me.
It's not even a guy. It's another kid. It's a 17-year-old.
Yeah,
I think it's,
I don't know.
It's almost like we don't know enough about like Thad. That like, was he trying to become like a cool kid? Did he want to fit in? Did he want to be invited to the parties and maybe he wasn't? And then he wakes up and he's like, "This is my chance. Like this guy's telling me I'm going to a party."
I can't think of any other explanation. Yeah.
He had said that he thought it could possibly be a family friend that wanted help with their car, and his dad wouldn't help them with the car. So that made me wonder if, was this house more of like a revolving door where family friends were just in and out, that someone would just pick him up and he was okay with that? I don't know.
Yeah, you watch reenactments of events, like historical shows and things like that, and you're like, that's not really how it happened. And that's kind of what the feeling I have here is. That's not, like, you describe it, but you're like, it's probably not exactly how it really happened.
Well, they're always going to
his mindset.
change it to fit what's like sexy for TV, right? Like,
Yeah.
it might not make the best story what you have to say as the victim. So we're going to tweak it just a little to make it a sexier story.
Yeah, with reality TV today, I don't believe anything.
But I think even in
see.
documentaries
In
too,
anything,
like I
sure.
think they take liberties with some of that.
But just what you think in your mind when you read something like that's not necessarily how it went down.
I
I
agree.
guess so. You're right. There's other varying circumstances. Yeah, maybe a bunch of people are always in the house. Maybe you don't know.
It's just still odd. Like I really have a hard time grasping a 17-year-old picking up a 14-year-old and carrying him all the way outside, and the 14-year-old not fully waking up. Like I
Yeah.
said, my son's 13, and I'm not picking him up and carrying him
Yeah, and if you did
anywhere. I'm not, let alone
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
I like to do this to Mike one night.
Just
Just
go
go into his
scoop him
bed.
up.
You want to pick me up?
Scoop him up, take him out back, be like, hey,
I'm not responsible for any boners I get, so that's on you.
you missed the show.
He's wearing his fucking sleep outfit with his little hat.
Yeah. Don't disturb a man in a sleep gown and a hat.
He's like, where's my candle?
How dare you? You don't disturb a motherfucker like that. He's having a good sleep, and you're going to interrupt that? Stop it.
He's like waking up as we're walking down the street. Like, just go back to sleep. Don't worry about it.
We're going somewhere fun. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
You're
it.
having a good time. Shut up. Go back to sleep.
Go back to your dream. You wake up, there's like people in, panda bear furry costumes. Jesus fucking
Christ.
pentagrams and devil worshipping out in the woods back here. You're like,
Where's the story going?
get your cock out now.
God damn.
This is Hildebrand's doing
Well,
a seance over there.
Yeah, now this is too real now. It's touching too close to home. It stopped being funny a while ago now.
I knew it worked. I summoned you with the devil.
So Thad started waking up fully, and Joe was talking to him about a party. Joe's like, hey man, forget my car. I'm having a party at my house. Let's just go there. Joe name dropped some kids from school that Thad was familiar with. So in Thad's mind, this is a kid that obviously goes to school with him. He hangs out with kids that I'm trying to be friends with too. So, guard is dropped, but still not the victim blame. This person carried you out of your house.
Yeah, at
while you were
4 in the
sleeping.
morning.
While you were sleeping. Yeah.
He didn't come over at 8 o'clock the previous night and say, hey, we're having a party.
Right.
You want to come?
Yeah.
Like that'd be for real. Like if I broke into your house and woke you up, like picked you up and you're like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, we're just going to go watch UFC. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But at least, I know you.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
he didn't even know this.
Right.
Yeah.
It's different.
Stop being a negative Nelly.
Why the fuck am I the victim in all these fantasies you guys have? Jesus Christ.
You look so cute in your little sleeping gown. It would be just
Let me
easy
be.
to scoop you up.
Let me be. I can't help it. I'm adorable in that nightgown and cap. Everyone wants to snuggle me in bed. I can't help that.
That little ball on the end of his cap's going in your mouth while you're trying to carry him down the stairs.
For the record, that won't be the only ball going in your mouth if you try to snuggle me in that outfit. That outfit fucks.
It would if we carry you out of your house.
Joe's car was essentially just at his house. Like Joe lived a mile and a half away from where Thad's house was. And when they got inside, the first thing Thad noticed was that the house was disgusting. Like it had not been cleaned in years. Joe asked Thad if he liked cars. Joe told him that he had a bunch of model cars upstairs that he wanted to show him. The two of them went up into Joe's room, and as Thad was looking at the cars, Joe attacked him and threw Thad onto a dirty bed. This bed is fucking disgusting. It looks like it's covered in mold. Like there's a ton of pictures from this. Like you would think this house was abandoned, that there's no way people were living in this house. But he has Thad on the bed, and he started twisting Thad's foot and kept twisting until his ankle audibly snapped.
Oh, man.
Awful.
In shock, Thad scrambled and fought his way downstairs to the kitchen area before Joe caught up with him. Joe grabbed him from behind like in a sleeper hold and threw Thad onto the living room couch. Thad tried to reason with Joe and said, like, just let me go. I'll tell my parents that I tripped on a coffee table. You won't get in any trouble. Joe responded saying that he couldn't do that he didn't trust that Thad would tell somebody. Thad then asked Joe why he was doing this, to which Joe replied that he loved the feeling and sounds of bones breaking. That was his sexual turn on.
It was it Peter Curtin with the blood?
Yeah, blood.
And like a lot of the other guys, like what was it? Kemper had like the mommy issues, right? So the blood is pretty fucked up. This bone breaking fetish, to me, might be the worst fetish we've discussed. Is there a different one that I'm missing? This one's grosser to me than blood.
It's just pure sadism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the blood is too, but like this one, like just, it's, I don't know, something about that. The crunch is just fucking nasty. Like, I don't kink shame, but for this one, I'm kink shaming.
Because you can envision it happening.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? He was one of the worst, the torture guy.
BTK?
Oh, the guy with the men in the bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one guy escaped out the bedroom window.
Yeah, Robert Burdella.
Robert Burdella. Like, that guy was doing some fucking sadistic shit to people.
He was bad like this, too.
Yeah.
I don't think he was. We'll get to what he's going to do in a minute. I don't know if Burdella was doing quite the same thing, but he was doing this sadistic
Some
shit
bad
to him.
stuff, but that's kind of what it reminded me of with the sadism level.
Did Burdella also, was he the one that killed babies as well? Or is that Curtin?
I don't remember.
Richard Chase.
Like, who's the one that that did it in the bathtub?
Richard Chase.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Every time I forget who somebody is, it's always Richard Chase. I remember everything about the fucking episode except the fact that it was Richard Chase.
You should write a biography on Richard Chase.
But title it, I don't know who this is. But it's his picture. It's his entire life story.
I don't know if any of this is accurate.
And I never refer to him by name. I'm like, the suspect. I should just always just go with like, oh, who did that? It's probably Richard Chase. I'd sound much smarter on this show. Instead, I sound like Huck Tua. Thank you, Sheik. I appreciate it.
Thad asked why Joe didn't just break his own bones, to which Joe said that he had tried before, but he could never get the angle right. So he resorted to breaking others' bones. He then grabbed Thad's leg and pushed it over his head at a weird angle, causing Thad's thigh bone to snap. And
do you know how hard do you have to push to break what is it, the femur? To break a femur. Like, that's one of the strongest bones and the thickest bones in the body, right?
I have no idea.
it's like a baseball bat. Breaking a baseball bat.
That's disgusting.
Like, you have to, I don't even know.
It
like
makes
the
me queasy
logistics
to
of
think about.
maybe you can't just push it behind someone's head. Like, you have to jam.
So when you're saying, did he push it behind Thad's own head? Or like, I was thinking he might have put it behind Joe's head and snapped it like over his head.
Thad says that he pushed it up. He had to have done something.
Yeah.
Like he
to
pushed it
cause to
behind
snap.
Thad's head, even like pretzeling him almost.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That it's, let's see. I'm going to Google how many pounds of pressure.
I don't want to know. Dave, let me, while he's looking that up, let me hear friendly fire Haktua and enemy Haktua.
Gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Very friendly. Not friendly. Not friendly. The first one, she's spitting on your cock.
That's correct.
She's gonna give you a good time.
That's correct.
Second one, he's spitting on his own cock because he's gonna fuck you in the ass and make you humble.
Also correct.
Dave's like, that is accurate.
Two very different Haktuas.
Yeah.
Haktua 1 and Haktua 2.
You don't want that number 2.
I want Haktua girls. Haktua.
She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong.
Not wrong.
She's just not original. My thought. She's not original. Haktua should have been trademarked by the Iron Sheik. God damn it, I wish he would have.
So this is saying nearly 900 pounds of force. They're talking about newtons and stuff. So I guess it's not as easy as just saying pounds of pressure. There's a whole thing to it. But that takes a lot to do that to somebody.
A lot.
Yeah.
A thigh bone.
It really does make me queasy to think about. Like that's I couldn't imagine like feeling like that snap in your leg.
Well, like think about it. If you sat there and I got a baseball bat out right now and I hit the top of your thigh moderately hard with a baseball bat, I wouldn't break it.
No.
Like I would have to really hit it hard to crack that bone.
But he's not even using a baseball bat too, right?
Yeah, right.
This wasn't
It's even more sadistic.
This wasn't also like a slowly bend his leg up. This was like a force and putting all his body weight into bending his leg in that way.
Is it possible that, I know Thad goes through a lot in all of this. Could he not remember some aspects? Like maybe Joe beat him with something like on his leg beforehand and then snapped it like to like loosen it.
It's possible.
Anything's possible, yeah.
And we're going to talk about later. He blacks out multiple times throughout this.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh, no. Thad blacks out.
No,
though.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking you were saying Joe.
This is going to kick off 43 hours of Joe torturing Thad by breaking multiple bones in his legs, knees, and feet. And you don't really think of it at the time, or at least I didn't as you're going through this, but breaking your femur like that could kill you if it's not treated right away. Like that's a bone break that could easily kill you from bleeding, depending on how it happened.
Sure.
So Thad's in a bad spot right off the bat.
Immediately.
Yeah. I can't imagine the pain that this kid went through. Like, I broke a bunch of bones in the car wreck that I was in, but I don't remember any of that. But I do remember going down a hill and hitting a bike ramp when I was in like 8th grade or something. And I went over the handlebars of my bike and I broke my wrist. It fucking hurt, man. And then like every time you move it a certain way, it's like shoots out electricity. I couldn't imagine having your thigh bone broken like that. And then the rest of what we're going to talk about.
Like even
It's unimaginable.
It really is.
if you, I mean, I guess it depends on the level, but like in my mind, if you break like a thigh bone, like is that almost surgery automatically to repair it?
Yeah.
Like is
gotta
that, they
be.
can't just cast that.
No. Clip your femoral artery, right? Like if you break it the wrong way,
Well, shit, you're dead.
you're done.
You're dead.
in a minute.
Like, that car that I was in was fucking mangled. My femur survived that. Both of my femurs survived that. Like, that's a hard bone to break.
Yeah. That's why I just don't understand. Like, I'm just trying to picture him bending it the wrong way just to break it. I feel like there's probably a lot more abuse going on that Thad was blacked out for that maybe weakened that bone and brittled it so that it could just be fucking popped over his head or something.
It's very possible.
I'm not saying that makes the story any better or any worse, but it's just weird.
Because Joe's not, I don't know, he's not like super strong or anything. He's your average 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I've only ever broken the orbital bone under my eye.
Well, that's not a good one either.
It hurt a lot.
It's a fucked up one to break. You lost a fight, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was just kidding, but
No, yeah.
huh.
A couple guys got me from behind, and yeah.
Well, the cucking life ain't easy, Dave. If you're gonna be a bull, you gotta be able to take some shots. I've broken many a bone from an angry cuck. I've never lost, but I've broken some bones.
That's the only bone I've ever broken. Not fun though. My face fucking turns purple. And
I'll knock on wood. I have never actually broken a bone. I've had stitches, all kinds before, but never broken a bone.
Wait till we scoop you up tonight and drop you downstairs.
Wow.
Just accidentally
Jesus
drop it.
It's like my new role in the show is like anything that happens to the victims, we're going to try to mic and see if the sciences.
We're like, sorry about that.
Well, I respect that. If you're going to hawk two after, come on. I respect that.
The psychological torture was just as important to Joe as breaking bones were. For example, a torture session would start by Joe putting a pillow over Thad's face or gagging him so he wouldn't scream. Then Joe would twist Thad's foot around and around to where it looked like a twisted rubber band. At one point, while Joe was sitting on Thad's chest doing this, Thad started to fight back, like punching Joe in the back, to which Joe said that he would break Thad's neck if he didn't stop. Thad 100% believed Joe because not only had Joe been breaking Thad's legs, but he was getting a running start and then would jump and land on Thad's chest with his knees, breaking ribs. He was also doing that to his legs too, like with his knees, like just driving them down into him.
What a psycho. Where's Joe's parents during all of this, huh? Where's the oversight?
He is only 17, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't think that a 17-year-old would be able to accomplish all this.
They live in this shitty house with garbage and mold everywhere. Something's fishy here.
Stick around for more on that.
Meanwhile, during all this bone breaking, Joe would masturbate in front of Thad.
Come on.
This was a sexual thing.
Come on.
Kink shame. Kink shaming. Sorry, I keep.
What do you got, Mike?
Well, I was going to say. When you don't have your sounds on the board, it throws me off because I can't see your.
You need like a Peter Curtin Breaking Bone mashup here, because fuck.
Sadism is in the DSM-5, to diagnose mental health issues. So, but that's just you. You are an issue your brain is an issue. Like there's no fixing that. I don't know. I keep thinking about like sports things that when incidents have happened when people break their legs. Like I keep thinking of Anderson Silva breaking his leg back in the day.
Or Joe Theismann on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Sid broke his leg in wrestling. It was terrible.
Oh. Yeah.
Like you just like turn away.
Like the worst of the worst injuries you see on all the highlights.
And it makes you queasy.
Yeah, this guy's like, oh yeah, let me crank one out.
Like you're just, you're a defective human, right? At that, like your brain just.
Look, some people aren't made right. Like, nature, nurture, blah, blah. We'll get into a little bit of that later, but some people are just bad. Some people are born bad.
But look,
I'm sorry, they are.
If you get off to broken bones, fine. Go jerk off to those sports videos.
Or break your own bone.
When you're actively doing it to another person, now I have an issue with it. Like, I'm not saying it's cool to be off on that, but there's plenty of videos out there of actual like athletes breaking bones you can watch, and if that's your kink, it's fucking weird, but do it. Don't be hurting other people just to get your fucking, weenie to spit some cum.
Okay.
There's also levels to sadism too, because there's like people that just get off on hurting other people's feelings and stuff.
It's terrible too.
Yeah, it's just you just get off on hurting people.
Hey, jerk.
Call him a jerk. I got him so good.
Look, we're like halfway through the story, but this is an instance of a person that the planet doesn't need.
That's what I mean.
We're going to land on it. Like some people are just not good. Some people are born broken, and sometimes you need to get rid of them.
You can't fix sadism like that, and you can't.
People like this can't be let out to walk around.
Right.
You can't have that.
Like
I don't disagree with that.
Like I take my medicine, my bipolar medication, to be a functioning human being. There's no medicine to fix this.
Yeah.
But we're also jumping ahead. At this point, no one knows this is fucking happening.
Correct.
You can't fix something that you don't know is happening.
Correct. Let's carry on.
So after one of these torture sessions was all done, Joe would bandage Thad's legs using gauze and white socks. Thad said that Joe had hundreds of pairs of brand new white socks, which we'll find out later that the socks are a big part of this whole fetish for Joe. But he would use the socks and the gauze to do make a makeshift cast and put them on Thad, and then would carry him downstairs to watch movies and just hang out like nothing was wrong.
Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, what you gonna do? Some popcorn? Huh?
You watch Home Alone?
Just like Robert Berdella, he would go from being nice to brutal.
We also...
And I think that's just part of the game, right? It's just psychological
The mind fuck.
torture.
Yeah, the mind fuck.
Yeah. What movies do they watch? What are the best movies of 1995?
You tell us, pal.
I will tell you.
Also, let's be clear, because when you're reading this, it makes it sound like it carried on. It was only 43 hours.
Yeah.
It was less than 2 days.
Yeah.
So, between the breaking and the going out and then the coming back, maybe they watched 2 movies. Who knows?
Good point. Best movies of 1995. 7.
All right.
Heat. Braveheart. Pretty good movies
This is
for
a
a
damn
pretty
good
good
lineup.
year, right?
This is a good lineup.
Casino.
Wow.
Usual Suspects. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Nice.
That's almost a perfect lineup of movies.
See? What a great year for movies.
That's a really good lineup.
What's worse, when they disembowel Mel Gibson at the end of Braveheart, or what this guy's doing to this kid?
Well, probably this.
Not sure.
Well, this is real.
Jesus.
But Jesus, I mean, that really had William Wallace, right?
Yeah. Freedom!
That's a
Hey,
tough,
is that my innards you just pulled out of me?
that's a tough movie to watch. Like, you have to be in a special mindset to watch that kind of movie.
Let me tell you, when they slit that girl's throat at the beginning of that movie, that is very hard to watch.
Was it
His wife, who's
Yes.
the young girl he just married.
I haven't seen that movie in a long
Holy
time.
fuck.
That's one of those movies where you start getting the rage inside of you while you're watching it, and you're ready to go to fucking war.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way you're getting away with that shit.
That's a hard scene to watch.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones has a lot of stuff like that. Certain episodes where they're hard to watch, or you got to kind of prepare yourself.
You know what I just found out the other day that I never knew? Rob Stark's wife, who's pregnant that they killed at the Red Wedding, that is Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
I never knew that. I read that the other day. I said,
You said what?
that's what I said.
That's
I had
pretty
no
interesting.
idea.
I'll tell the fellas about that.
Let me write that down so I don't forget it.
There was no very upsetting scenes in any of the Charlie Chaplin films I've been watching. I can say that.
Not that many, no.
No.
No one got their throat slit, or
Nope. Can't say that I've seen that.
no one
Throats?
was raped. Or
Nope. Nope.
Throat slitting's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
It was a rotation of this torture for 43 hours. And as time passed, Joe expanded more. He had some leg braces that he had put on Thad and forced him to try and walk. He put Thad on a board, kind of like a stretcher type thing, and then pulled it out from under him, causing Thad to fall down the stairs. At one point, Thad asked to call his family just to hear them, and Joe said, sure, handed Thad a phone, but it wasn't plugged in. Just very sadistic stuff like this.
Fuck. How was the search going at this point?
I'm not
I didn't see
fully
too much
aware
about
of
that.
that,
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure his family was
Like,
out
oh,
searching for him.
He ran away.
Yeah, right. Give it a couple hours.
Again, it was
Couple
only
days.
43 hours. So maybe they're like, oh, he ran away. We'll give it a couple days.
Yeah.
And then all of this shit happens.
Yeah. I also didn't see many stories about what was going on in the meantime. It's not the focus after what happens, I guess, but yeah.
Joe lived his normal life through all of this. He would come and go, leaving Thad in his room upstairs. Joe's girlfriend would come over to hang out and watch TV with him, and Joe would complain about his car not starting. Thad said that when Joe would go out and try to get his car to start and it wouldn't, he would get really mad and come in, and that would usually result in a torture session. Thad never said anything when the girlfriend was there because I think he was afraid that he would be killed.
Did he see the girlfriend? Like he was hanging out with her? Or was he just upstairs not yelling?
He was upstairs not yelling.
Yeah. Like, who's this girlfriend hanging out in this filthy fucking mongrel house? Did he fuck her in that moldy bed?
Mongrel.
You know what? She probably gave a good huck to him.
Apparently.
The good one.
The good one?
Probably the good one.
Gotta give him that huck to
That one. That's the good one.
Probably.
In that filthy house? Was he fucking her on that moldy bed? Joe Clark.
Well, that was the bed they
Fuck out of here.
That was the bed they threw Thad on. Maybe there was a cleaner bed.
Is there another bed?
His parents' bed, maybe.
Where are the parents?
We'll get there.
Where these fuckers at? I'm gonna give Joe Clark a huck to a Iron Sheik huck to a.
Yeah, that's you got to clarify. He gets the second. Well, it should be the first, but he gets the worst. Yeah, fuck you, Joe Clark. Iran is number one, and Russia is number one, and fuck you, Joe Clark and USA. Haktua.
I wonder what's going through your mind. Like, you thinking the girlfriend's probably in on it? You're probably weighing, right? Like, should I? If the girlfriend sees me, does that get me out of this?
Does that help? Does that kill me?
Does that kill me? Exactly.
Plus, just being quiet, experiencing all that pain. Like, I'm sure adrenaline kicked in a little bit, but something's going to hurt. Like, something's going to be bad. Just to sit there and listen to that and hear that and then watch a fucking movie with this guy.
What are you talking about? Watching a movie and hanging out? Like, oh, hey, that's cool.
You want some popcorn?
Like, you have a broken fucking femur.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're just sitting there pretending. It's just a surreal scene when you try to imagine it.
His legs are mangled.
Yes.
Like it's not even an exaggeration that his feet were twisted until it's like Gumby, like all
Like
wound up.
spun your ankle around.
Like 5 or 6 times. His knees are broken. We'll talk about it. He's like a flamingo.
He spun his knee around.
Yeah. Like his legs are fucking mangled.
It's
like he was in a car wreck.
unbelievable.
So eventually Joe got his car to start and he left. Thad figured this was his chance to escape. He pulled himself off the bed and over to the stairs. He literally pulled himself down the stairs, like tumbled down to the bottom and passed out. He said that he started to drag himself through the house trying to get outside, but passed out multiple times from the pain. Thad got to the kitchen when Joe came home with his girlfriend. So we've already talked about this house. It's fucking gross. It's like a hoarder house. Shit is everywhere. So Thad hid under some stuff in the kitchen while Joe and his girlfriend watched TV. After she left, Joe went upstairs and found that Thad was gone. I'm assuming that he just thought Thad would be too hurt to escape.
Yeah.
With how bad his legs were, so there was no need to lock him up. Joe found Thad and pulled him back upstairs and tortured him some more.
God damn.
And his legs, I don't know if we'll post a picture or not, but you can find a picture of him afterwards. He is so swollen. It's crazy. Like his legs are like 4 times the size, both of them, and they're just twisted.
He said his femur bone was like a basketball.
Yeah.
Like his thigh was a basketball size swelling.
It's just, like, it's hard for me to even think about because it's disgusting. It's terrible. It makes me nauseous. Like, I don't know. That's just one of those things that just gets me.
And how tough this kid is to get himself off that bed and throw himself down the stairs.
I know.
Because you're essentially, that's what you're doing. You're throwing yourself down the stairs because you can't move your legs. You probably can't feel them. So it's just your arms and then tumble. It's
He said that he could, when Thad was talking about his injuries, he said that he could feel like the bones like slipping past each other when he was trying to move.
Like, what a fucked up, like, you're always in tune with your body, right? Like, you know things, when, like, if you have like a crick in your neck or something.
Sure.
Now you're feeling bones slide against each other. And you got to save your own life.
When I broke my wrist, you move it a certain way and it's like, oh, that's not natural. And it goes limp and you get this electricity feeling. I can't imagine everything in your legs are broken.
It's beyond the scope of what you can envision. Sure.
Yeah. And essentially paralyzed from the waist down, right? Like you have feeling, but you can't move anything. You can't control it the way you used to know how.
Right. And then when you do, that's when he's feeling that slipping, feeling like the bone's moving wrong.
I can't imagine that. Ooh, this is a rough one.
On the evening of July 30th, 1995, Joe said that he was going to a party, and this time he locked Thad into a closet.
Who is inviting this fuckboy to all these parties?
Maybe Joe's like that dude that's just showing up at parties. I knew a handful of people like that would just show up.
I've never been invited to a party, but that'd be cool.
Like somebody that's like always fucking breaking the law and doing dumb shit comes to the party and it's like, oh, fuck.
They're like, oh, this guy's here. Now we got to like watch everything.
Yeah.
Like the cops are going to be called.
Right.
He's the Stifler of the group.
But like a Joe Dirt kind of Stifler, that
Hillbilly, jackass Joe Dirt.
all gross.
Joe Dirt never broke anybody's legs.
That's true.
Let's not defile the good name of Joe Dirt. I love that first movie. I've never seen the sequel.
No,
never.
the first one is super funny. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I don't necessarily have a need to see the second one. Okay. Did you see the first Joe Dirt?
I never watched the second one.
But you've seen the first one.
The first one,
Yeah.
sure.
All right. So we're all on the same page.
Absolutely.
No need to move on. Take that first one. It's fine. It's fine.
Thad waited until he knew that Joe was gone and started looking for a way to escape. He found an electric guitar, and it was on the heavier side, so Thad used it to beat down the door. Once he broke the lock, Thad again pulled himself to the stairs and threw himself down. Again, he passed out multiple times along the way as he was pulling himself to the phone. This was one of those phones that was mounted on the wall with a long cord hanging down, so Thad pulled it down and was able to call 911.
For our younger listeners, that used to be a thing.
And luckily, the phone buttons were on the piece that was at the end of the cord that he could grab, right?
Wow, I wasn't even thinking that.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking he pulled himself up because there used to be those wall-mounted phones that all the buttons were on the wall.
It was the one with the handset.
But
with
yeah, like the ones we used to have in our bedrooms. Like our
Right.
bedroom one had like the little handpiece.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lucky. He wasn't pulling himself up.
No,
But the
couldn't.
fact that he just threw himself down, like you're in that fight or flight mode, right?
Yeah.
It's your life. His story is incredible.
I am in
this
awe of
guy
this fucking kid.
is phenomenal.
Yep.
He should have been dead. He should have bled out. He should have been dead.
I can't even picture my 13-year-old self doing anything like this. I just died. I would have died. This kid's
Yeah.
fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Thad was able to give the operator a roundabout of where he was. And because we're in the 90s, more 911 services were able to trace calls. And thankfully, the police were able to rescue Thad pretty quick.
They're like, yeah, we know that guy. We've had run-ins with him.
Joe?
Yeah, they knew Joe.
Did they?
Yeah.
Again, yeah. That fucking random dude that shows up at the party with always doing dumb shit.
The cops were like, oh, Joe? We know him. You know what we think of him? And now here's our
Goddamn
chance. Here's our chance.
Upon arrival at the hospital, doctors found that Thad had severe internal bleeding. They estimated that he was probably about 2 hours away from dying. The extent of his injuries was shocking. Like, police and everyone involved were shocked. Thad's legs were broken in 4 major places, so that the femurs and your shin bones, like that part of your leg, those were all like 4 major breaks. But then, like we said, his knees were twisted, so his knees were both broken.
And like he also threw himself down the steps, which added to whatever injuries he had.
Right.
So like he's losing consciousness, he's bleeding out internally. He's on the verge of death.
His toes were all broken, like all pointing in different directions. His feet were backwards.
They said it was something like you see at like a fatal car wreck. They'd never seen anyone alive like this. It's crazy.
Thad was able to give police a detailed account of everything. there was no question as to who the police were looking for, and they found Joe at a party in the early morning hours of July 31st, 1995, and arrested him. Thad told them how Joe was turned on by the sound and feeling of bones breaking, and that Joe said that he had done this before. Joe told Thad that he had previously killed 2 boys, one he didn't know the name of, and the other one was a kid named Chris. During questioning, Joe admitted to kidnapping Thad, but said that he just wanted to hang out.
I just want to hang out.
It's like if we go pick him up, like
Yeah.
we're trying to chill.
Just want to hang out.
I'm going to go into your home. I'm going to take you up off your couch because I just want to hang out.
When asked about Thad's injuries, Joe said, quote, "I kind of blacked out." So,
Yeah, okay.
no one's buying that. And on top of the injuries, investigators found a notebook in Joe's room that had 29 names written on it, and they were separated into 3 columns. One column said, "Can wait." One said, "Get to now." And the other one said, "The leg thing."
Ugh, this fucking guy.
It's like, how many different criminals have we talked about that kept these notebooks, these journals? Like, I'm not making an excuse, but you're a fucking idiot. If you're going to be killing all these people or hurting them, don't keep a fucking notebook of it.
You would never write your victims down,
Never.
right?
No, never.
Silly.
I would never do that.
You write wives' names down, not your fucking murder victims.
The victims of the cucks, but they sign documents that
Sure.
clear me of, any wrongdoing.
Any vaginal,
Sorry, not my problem. There's different levels.
vaginal
There's
destruction.
the pregnancy. There's the vaginal destruction. There's the do you want to get smacked around? Like, there's the whole thing. Like some cocks like to get beat up. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Some of them.
You're beating the dude up. You're beating
No,
Or
if
break
they're
his
into
femur?
it. And it's like no. I
break
wouldn't-
a femur
Nope,
and then
we won't do any of that.
beat him with it?
We don't break any bones. I do have an extra little clause like, do you want me to hit you with a title belt? The old school wrestling style.
Yeah.
Like you're about to bang your wife, but then I run in and boom, hit you with the belt.
Heel turn.
And then I fuck her. Like
He's out cold! He's
some of them
out
are into that.
cold!
Yeah. Stone cold. Like some of them are into that. They like that. But then I keep the belt over my shoulder while you're, doing the deed, of course. And at the end, you stand over him and hold the belt up. Like it's a whole.
do like a rock.
Yeah, right. Call him boy. I'll beat you, boy. I just fucked your wife, boy.
Jesus.
I have legal documents for all of it. We are a very professional organization.
Sounds like it.
So get into Joe a little bit, some background. Joe Clark was born in 1977. Not sure on his exact birth date. Joe's biological parents weren't great. His mother was addicted to drugs, and as a result, he was born addicted to cocaine. There's no biological father to be spoken of. He was adopted. His adopted mother's name isn't out there that I could find, but his adopted father's name is Ron. I saw reports that they were extreme alcoholics, the adoptive parents, that's a big issue with, why he was able to do the stuff that he did.
Okay.
His notebook with the names in it, he also had diary entries, and throughout there were ones talking about that his mom had drank herself till she was passed out, so he was doing his own thing.
They were gone for the weekend.
Yeah, they were out of town while this was going on, this ordeal with Thad.
I guess Joe didn't feel the need to clean the house while they were gone.
Yeah, I don't think that they would have. I don't think that they would have cared.
It did not seem like anybody cared about that house being clean. You got mold already grown on the mattress. You hadn't been cleaning for a few months, probably. Just a speculation.
Mold on the mattress. Fuck.
You ain't wrong, pal.
We know his adoptive father's name because he kind of became a spokesperson for defending Joe, and it seemed like defending himself and his wife because, like you guys said, you're going through the story and you're like, where the fuck was his parents at during this? When you start talking about the story or reading about it, and you're like getting into the details, it's hard to keep picturing Joe as a 17-year-old. He's like a serial killer, like a grown man. Like he is escalated to.
He would have been.
fast for 17 years old.
Yeah, he absolutely would have been.
He has just the punchable face of a punk.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to look him
Just
up.
some punk you'd want to fucking, yeah.
Careful, Dave. He's still a minor. Be careful.
Not anymore.
Sign. Picture you're looking
Nature,
at.
nurture, the strikes on both sides. So not much of a chance, I guess. But still, something the world could do without.
You're born with that sadistic stuff like that.
That probably
don't
wasn't learned.
No, you don't acquire that.
We don't put anything to the fact, though, like he was born addicted to cocaine.
I think that definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Like
I don't know that it's going to
that.
cause that, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it would. It's not good.
I'm not making an excuse for him in any means, but he was not set up for a healthy start to begin with.
No.
You're born addicted to cocaine. You're adopted by alcoholics who clearly just leave you. I'm not saying what he did is okay, but I think there's a lot more going on here than just maybe being born evil. I know that's where we disagree, but I'm just saying maybe there's more going on here than just being born a bad person.
That's fair. That's just an initial assessment of, I don't know.
There's definitely a lot of factors at play. Like,
A lot of strikes against this kid.
but I don't think he would have escalated this fast if he wasn't just left on his own like this.
I think if he probably had good parenting and maybe a good upbringing, it could have helped. He's not just going to be 17 years old abducting kids out of their own homes and breaking their bones.
he probably would have done that later on in life, but
I think that's fair.
at least not this quick.
Yeah. So maybe not born evil, but he never had a chance. And
Yeah.
us as a society just can't have people like that walking around.
Yeah. And I don't mean to make it sound like I'm making excuses for this guy because I'm not. He's a piece of shit human being. But I think he might have been set up and born to be a piece of shit human being.
That's fair.
The only thing I could find online was a quote of Ron telling a local news station, quote, "We called Friday night, so it's not like we were out of touch with him."
Oh, okay. Thanks, Ron.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if they were on vacation or what they were doing, but
Was the home the family home?
as far as I'm aware, yes.
Yeah. So then when you add in, like, it's your family home, this kid is clearly unstable, you're gone, you're being an alcoholic, and you just called to check in, and I say that in quotes, on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you're not doing a good job at all as being a parent
Correct.
to this individual.
Correct.
Which, again, from the time they adopted him, from the time you adopted him, you probably did not give him anything he maybe needed to help him be a better person.
That bed in the room with the mold and stuff looked like it probably took at least a couple years to get to that point. So
And that's what I'm saying. It's not a 17-year-old's necessarily all on them's fault
No.
that a bed has mold on it.
No.
right, he was not in a good situation at all.
Yeah.
I'd like to interview that girlfriend and see if she used to get fucked on that moldy bed by Joe in the 90s. That's my question.
You know what? She probably didn't get fucked, but she probably did.
Gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
I don't know what's going on in that moldy
Think so?
bed.
You think so? A little huck to it. And again, I'm not making excuses.
No.
I don't mean to make it sound like I am, because that's not what I'm doing.
But the bed didn't get moldy overnight.
No.
He had clearly just grown up in this situation. That's
Well,
not
the rest of the house was a shithole too.
A 17-year-old is not a hoarder. Like
No.
that's a family. That's all part of it. And then Ron's coming out being like, "Oh, we didn't do nothing."
Yeah. Fuck you, Ron.
Yeah, Ron. I don't even love that name. Don't even get me started on that name, Ron. It's okay. It's not Keith, but it's Ron. Okay, Ronald. How's your fucking double cheeseburgers? Not as good as a different Ronald.
Ron also said that he didn't believe Joe would have done this, and he had suggested that Joe and Thad had just gotten into a fight.
Probably. Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
He also brought up a motorcycle accident Joe was involved in 1993. He said Joe was, quote, thrown 30 to 40 feet through the air and landed on his head.
Now we're throwing CTE into the mix. All right. Which, probably, maybe not wrong. Who knows?
Yeah.
There seems to be something to it. Almost every one of these people we talk about has been,
CTE.
Yeah,
CTE is very much a big thing that I think in all these past serial killer stories we talk about probably plays a pretty big role.
We hear it a lot.
We just don't know a lot about it until even like now.
yeah.
Like we're just learning about it.
And we'll give Mike a lobotomy when we're scooping him out of bed, too. See how that works?
Lobotomy.
Just for fun.
Like now we're going to go back to things that have been barbaric since the 60s.
Lobotomize him on,
Look,
on
here's
the
the
way
thing.
down the stairs.
If we're going to at least do this, can you at least record it for Patreon so that if like if I die during all this, somebody gets paid? Of course. Okay, good.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Like I'll do a die if it means getting paid. I'm going to do a die, I'll do a die. Pretty sure Jeff Hardy said that 100 times throughout his life and he's still living, right? He jumped off fucking everything. Mm-hmm. That's wrestling talk.
As far as warning signs, Joe had been in trouble for breaking into a classmate's house and stealing socks. Very Jerry Brudos-like. I saw some stuff about him hurting animals and being a loner as well. Couldn't find anything specific on the animals. But from what it sounds like is everyone is in agreement that knew Joe that, you know, he was a very odd kid and was unsettling. It's one of those kids that you could tell something was off.
You can tell.
So Joe talking about killing a kid named Chris led police to reopen the investigation into Chris Steiner's death. His body was exhumed, and sure enough, his legs were broken in several places, just like Thad's were. I saw some stuff online saying like to not fault the medical examiner because they usually don't do x-rays for an autopsy. That's not part of it. So
Might not have noticed.
yeah,
All right.
they ruled it, you know, that he drowned, but
There might have been another victim too, right? Based on what he said.
we don't know the
That
name.
we don't know.
Yeah. I think he's probably telling the truth.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting Thad to live,
He
obviously.
definitely wasn't, because when the police picked him up, he was like, oh, he's still alive. He fully expected him to die that night.
Ugh.
Ugh.
2 hours away, right?
You can't, if you broke, we talked about this earlier, just the femur alone and you were locked in a room, eventually you're going to possibly die from that.
Sure.
Get to the trials. September 5th, 1995, Joe was charged as an adult for the kidnapping and torture of Thad. The charges included attempted first-degree intentional homicide, causing great bodily harm to a child, mayhem, causing mental harm to a child, and child enticement. The prosecution had Thad's testimony and all the evidence of his broken bones, internal bleeding. They had the 911 call, the notebook with all the headings like can't wait, get to now, the leg thing. There's no way that, you know, that Thad, or there's no way that Joe didn't do this.
Sure.
So the defense is just going to argue that, you know, him saying that he blacked out, things like that, were because of his head injury and his biological mother's heavy drug use.
Yeah.
He entered a no contest plea and not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. On November 21st, 1997, Joe was sentenced to 100 years in prison for the crimes against Thad Phillips.
That seems like a nice sentence.
On September 26th, 1996, Joe was charged with the first-degree murder of Chris Steiner.
So let me just interject here what I think is another one of the craziest parts of this fucking story. So obviously Thad testified against him in the first trial, whatever, but he was going to have to return and testify against him, you know, in the Chris Steiner case, obviously, because he heard him mention it and whatnot. Before the trial, Joe's neighbor, so a guy lived next door to Joe or right around there, 15-year-old Michael Hubsch, a weird Wisconsin name, Hubsch, went to Thad's house and shot him twice in the back with a hunting rifle. Michael and Joe were allegedly friends, and Michael was upset about the results of the first trial and wanted revenge. What the fuck? This kid survived this, and this 15-year-old punk comes and shoots him twice in the back. I heard it reported hunting rifle. I heard BB gun. I saw in another story. Little unclear. But this fucking kid, man.
Regardless, if it was a BB gun, still
God damn.
like why are you shooting me? This fucking
What
thing.
the fuck?
Presumably to kill him so he wouldn't testify
Right.
against this fucking
Right.
clown Joe Clark. This kid can't catch a break.
The prosecution had Thad's testimony where he is saying Chris, or where Joe talked about killing Chris. The second autopsy showing all the leg injuries that were consistent with the ones that Thad had. The prosecution brought in surgeons to explain to the jury, like actually look at side by sides of Thad and Chris's injuries. Defense arguments were the same as the last time.
Oh, I blacked out.
So Joe was sentenced to life in prison for Chris's murder with no possibility of parole until 60 years served. He received an additional 40 years consecutive sentence for the mayhem charge, and a 10-year concurrent sentence was added for causing great bodily harm to a child. In other words, Joe is not going anywhere.
Good.
Even though he has possibility of parole, he's not going anywhere.
And I don't even like that they gave that for situations like this and for, pieces of shit. I don't think there should ever be a possibility of parole. He's never going to get it. I understand. But I don't even think that needs to be an option for someone like this. He should be locked up behind bars. He should die in prison.
Yep.
Thad won a $21 million lawsuit judgment against Joe and Joe's parents, but I assume Thad has received little to no money from that judgment. Based on that episode of I Survived, it looks like Thad has lived a hard life, and rightfully so, but I hope he's doing good. And it's frustrating because there are pictures online of Joe Clark now in present day. There's a picture of him and his adoptive parents together in prison. He's like healthy looking, smiling, like living his best life. And I don't know, Thad looked like he had potentially abused, had some drug issues potentially. He just looked like he had lived a hard life because of this. So hopefully he's doing all right.
So I did find a story from last year, and he never got a dime,
Of course
obviously, out of any of this. But someone in this town started a GoFundMe for him, and I checked, and it was like up to $10,000. So maybe helping him a little bit. I thought maybe we could post that because,
Like it's still going?
yeah, it's still live. If anyone deserves a helping hand,
Why don't we
this guy.
donate something too?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Isn't there some sort of victims compensation fund for somebody like this? Like this kid, went through hell and the heart of a lion to escape all this, and he 100% saved other kids from becoming victims because Joe thought he was going to die up there. He was going to dispose of
And then
him.
it just would have been somebody else.
He would have went on to do this over and over again. So
This would have been a serial killer story.
It absolutely would have been. This kid's a hero, and I don't know. Maybe he deserves some sort of compensation to help him get his life back on track.
Let's post the link for the
Yeah.
GoFundMe, and
I think we will.
we'll contribute as well. Yeah.
Is Wisconsin awful or what?
Fuck's going on?
Tell you what, I have no need to go to that fucking state.
I can get brats here.
Yeah. Just as good.
Green Bay Packers.
By the way, our Guardians are so much better than your fucking Brewers. See in the playoffs. Oh, wait. No, we won't. I don't know. They might make the playoffs. I don't know. I'm talking out my ass, but fuck them. Packers, maybe we'll see you in the Super Bowl. You ran away from us. You're not in our conference, so maybe we'll see you in the Super Bowl. If you can get past the Bears and the Lions and the Vikings, I doubt you can. Now we're just hating on Wisconsin for no reason. They didn't deserve that. Still, fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Tell them, Sheik. They don't deserve the good one, right, Dave? They'll never hear this.
You'll never get this.
Gotta give him that hawk tunes.
Yeah. Nope.
You get.
You get the angry Haktua. That means he's spitting on his own cock. And he's gonna fuck you in the ass, as I said earlier.
Oh man, nothing but respect for this kid.
That Thad is
fucking unbelievable.
That's wild. Good for him getting away at least.
Pretty cool name too, Thaddeus.
I like that.
It's not bad.
Oh, it's Mike approved too. It's not
not bad.
easy sometimes.
Well, sometimes I hate some names.
Yeah, I didn't think of it the way you put it, that he stopped him from doing anything further. Because, Joe Clark would have continued to do this.
He was getting off on
yeah.
breaking bones, right?
Yeah, Thad would have been his third victim. I think he's 100% telling the truth that he killed a second child before Thad.
It's interesting they could never link to anybody or...
Yeah. Because why would he lie about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. That is a brutal fucking story. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. The picture, how swollen he was, the whole thing.
They said they couldn't believe he was alive when they found him. I can't. I've been sitting here thinking about this all day. Like trying to put myself in that kid's shoes. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I have that kind of strength.
It's just that fight or flight, right? Like he had to do something and he did it.
Yeah.
Good on him. Any other final thoughts about this story? Anything else, Ian, that you uncovered in your research or anything else?
No, other than Chris Steiner, he did drown to death. So Joe did kill him, but he wasn't dead when he was put out onto that log.
Probably had his fucking legs mangled and then thrown out into the
Right.
river.
Kept
creek
him
or-
alive
yeah.
and drug him out there.
Yeah. And then he just like, I'm assuming was passed out and was just kind of thrown in there, but that's all I got.
Ugh. Don't try this at home.
Man. Dave, what do you got on Patreon?
I have some new patrons to thank.
All right.
If
Let's
you'll
hear 'em.
indulge me.
Sure.
Thank you, Heather Hilly, B, Tuck Nasty, the Taint Tickler. Some good alliteration there. Hannah, Laura Barbier, Silix, Mimi G, Jasper Dingus, Aubrey Loves Dave. Hello, Aubrey.
Is she willing to fight in a death ladder match for it, though?
Probably.
Okay. He's like, probably. I'm sure she loves me enough.
Zach Weirdevil, Katie Dixon, Carla Muncie, Emily Cox, Azana Reed, XTX. I cummed in the clam chowed yummy.
All right.
James Sider, John JB, Hattie Bernath, Brendan Pelkey, Kieran O'Connor, Lauren DG, Booty Hole,
No, that doesn't count. No,
Booty Hole.
that doesn't count. So, because you can't just, no, fuck this. I'm on it.
Booty Hole. Booty Hole. He got summoned. What are you going to
It's
do?
not how that works. It's not how that works.
Victor Peralta Saldana, Austin Thomas Wicks. Put it in reverse, Terry. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. And Chance Edging. Thank you, new patrons. It's Terry time this week, isn't it?
It's that time of year.
It certainly is. Dave, you got anything else on the...
I do have a military shout out this week,
Oh,
Mike.
hell yeah. On the 4th of July.
Yes. What could be more American than that?
That's the best.
So, Katie Pulley, U.S. Marine Corps, heading to boot camp this week. So it's kind of a thank you for your service. So, yeah, good luck, Katie, in boot camp this week.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Answering
Thank
the
you.
call. Awesome stuff. Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck and Godspeed.
We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, patreon.com/Necronomipod for all of our bonus content, amazon.com, search Necronomipod for all of our merch, and necronomipod.com. We still have the 4th of July sale going on.
It's going on until I forget to take it off.
Hey,
Who knows when that'll be?
it might be August.
October. Yeah, sure.
Go check that out for some stickers.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.